to approve over-the-counter birth control. We're taking a look at how this could impact South Carolinians next on News 12, first at 5.
COVID-19 vaccines are bringing hope and questions. This is why we're bringing understanding to the challenge of vaccinating America. Weeknights on the CBS Evening News with Nora O'Donnell.
Hey guys, it's Anna Christina, and I want to take a moment to reintroduce you to a company that's helping you save a whole lot of money and extend the life of your roof by up to 15 years, and that's Roof Savers. And I'm here with Russell Beckham, the owner of Roof Savers. Thank you so much for sitting down with us. Now, you've introduced what roof rejuvenation is, the process, but how does somebody know if they're ready for that versus just replacing their roof?
If your roof is at least 8 years old or older, then you will qualify for roof rejuvenation. At that 8 to 10 year mark, your shingles start to become dry and brittle and shed the protective granular layer. What this process does is restores the shingle, brings back the flexibility, and seals down the granular layer, also adding resistance to hail damage.
Which is incredible because this process can help you save up to 80% of what it would cost to replace your roof. And not just that, you also provide a warranty.
Absolutely. Each application will extend the life of your roof for 5 years, and the customer gets a written warranty stating just that.
Wow, but don't just take it from us, take it from the happy customers.
I would estimate we save probably around $8,500 from the total cost of replacing our roof to rejuvenate it. And I know we've extended it by at least 5 years, the useful life, and the process can be repeated in the future if we need to. They got the entire thing done in probably less than 2 hours, and we basically have a new roof.
If you'd like to learn more about roof rejuvenation, call the number on the screen.
Or visit us at myroofsavers.com.
Set up a free consultation. You may not need to replace your roof, and you can save thousands of dollars.
My roof went from old and damaged looking to clean and new. When Roof Savers finished my house, I sent them over to my business partner's house. He ended up saving $8,000.
Roof Savers. Save your roof and your money.
Closed captioning for News 12 is brought to you by Kenneth Nugent. From the station that's on your side, this
Best to birth control. South Carolina lawmakers want to make it easier to get them over the counter. A pharmaceutical company is asking the FDA for approval to make birth control available to Americans over the counter, but they say they don't expect an answer until sometime next year.
And a new state law will soon expand access to contraceptives for more South Carolinians. State House reporter Mary Green explains how. This new law will soon allow South Carolinians to get certain forms of birth control without needing a prescription from their doctor. Supporters of this law say it'll save time and money by allowing patients to forego that extra trip to the doctor's office, and especially help South Carolinians in the more rural parts of the state where they may not have a doctor nearby, but there likely is a pharmacy close to them.
Pharmacists are a lot of times the group of individuals that patients know. They know them intimately. They know them on a first name basis. They're ingrained in the communities, and so people are able to go to them much easier than they're able to go get an appointment for a doctor.
Pharmacists will be able to directly dispense self-administered and injectable hormonal contraceptives. Patients younger than 18 will need to show they have a previous birth control prescription from a doctor, and this will still be covered under private insurance and Medicaid. Just yet. 2 state boards have until early December to draft protocol for this process, so this new option could be available in South Carolina by the end of this year or the beginning of next.
The protocol spells out certain situations and requirements and criteria for pharmacists to be able to provide hormonal contraceptions without a prescription from a licensed provider in the state.
And this new law passed both chambers of the General Assembly with strong bipartisan support. After Governor Henry McMaster signed it, he told reporters he believes this change will help reduce the number of abortions in South Carolina by preventing more unplanned and unwanted pregnancies and do away with unnecessary state regulations. Reporting from the State House, I'm Mary Green.
More than a dozen other states, including North Carolina, already offer that option.
Taking a look outside, want to look over Grovetown. It is, well, kind of cloudy out there. You can see the blue sky. It wants to peek through, Richard.
Let's check in with First Alert Chief Meteorologist Riley Hale. And Riley, any rain out there to speak of?
Yeah, the Doppler Max is showing a little bit of shower activity, so a little bit, but really just cloudy again this afternoon, keeping our temperatures well below 90 again. We're at 85 in Augusta, 87 in Aiken, getting closer to 90 degrees in some of our southern counties, 88 right now in Louisville and Swainsboro. But we do have a few more showers and thunderstorms out there, mainly south of I-20 at the moment. South Georgia, North Florida is still getting the bulk of those storms again this afternoon. For us here locally, we're just looking at very light rain up towards the lake, so between Wilkes County, Lincoln, McCormick, some light showers just moving west to east. In our southern counties, that's where there's going to be a little bit better potential maybe for some heavy rain and even a thunderstorm. We are tracking some storms getting closer to this I-16 corridor. Those are going to be moving into our southern counties over the next couple of hours. For us here in Augusta, if you are heading to SRP Park tonight, the Green Jackets are back in town. First pitch 7:05. We should generally be cloudy, temps in the low 80s. Very low rain chances this evening for us here in Augusta, so I think you're good to go to the ballpark out there later tonight. Have a look at some higher storm chances tomorrow in just about 10 minutes.
Georgia's Attorney General Chris Carr in Columbia County today talking about gang-related activity in the state. He's seen some reports showing gangs are recruiting as young as 3rd and 4th graders. When the meeting opened up to the public, he spoke about the important relationship between officers and the community. He says it takes everybody working together.
We're coming together to attack the problem, to address the problem, because we know gangs don't stop at the city and the county line or the state line.
Attorney General Carr talked about establishing better support in the schools and for military families as well. And we're going to hear from South Carolina's Attorney General, who was there today, and Columbia County's District Attorney, who you see there in the shot, coming up here at 6 o'clock. The January 6th hearing just wrapping up about an hour ago, and they focused on the groups who led the riots on the Capitol that day. They highlighted a Trump tweet on December 19th, preparing his supporters if Biden won the presidency. Two groups came heavily armed, and one supporter said there would be civil war if the president did not win.
I think it's both about the mobilization of the mob as well as the mobilization of members of Congress to amplify the president's message and to drive folks towards January 6th.
So today the committee focused on evidence former President Trump planned to overturn the election. We're going to look at closer at the hearings coming up here in the next half hour.
After an almost 2-week break, Augusta's commissioners returned to committee, and with them, an update on a new fire station today. Monique Broswell, who lives across the highway from Fort Gordon, gave an account of a near-death experience she says she had with Gold Cross being able to respond in a timely manner and save her baby. Afterwards, Fire Chief Antonio Burden responded. He said there's progress for a new Fire Station 3 coming to Gordon Highway.
I've shared with Ms. Braswell as well as some other community leaders in that area that it's my hope to break ground this year.
Okay, looking forward to it.
Chief Burden says they are already in progress to finish up a request for a plan on that station, and then of course they will move from there.
People chanting the former prime minister's name in Japan today to say goodbye. Shinzo Abe, one of the longest running officials in Japan, assassinated just last weekend. That funeral procession drove right by Parliament building where hundreds were gathered there. The prime minister and a group of cabinet members standing with the people as well today. Everyone putting their hands together and bowing in his honor.
Richmond County deputies are looking for a man accused of breaking into an apartment, pistol whipping the person who lives there, and stealing $2,000 worth of Air Jordans. Take a good look. This is 21-year-old Gavin Carpenter. Deputies say he obviously has a gun, so he is considered dangerous. They hope someone watching right now knows where he is and will give them a call.
Still no word on what caused a mail truck to go up in flames yesterday in Augusta, just a few blocks away from Goshen Elementary. The fire also scorching a trash can and a couple of trees there.
The post office is investigating, but in the meantime, if you did not get your mail yesterday and you think it was on that truck, any letters that didn't get burned will be sent to you. Some were destroyed, unfortunately, some packages too. So the post office suggests that you contact the sender to let them know what happened and why it was lost.
Norfolk Southern says 3 trains and cars slipped off the rails yesterday in Columbia. The track's still shut down there. 2 employees were injured. Officials say it could take another day or more before the track is open to traffic again. Now there's an investigation to find the cause of that derailment.
Breaking news, a North Augusta man has drowned. The Aiken County coroner tells us 37-year-old Dimitri Carter was reported missing yesterday after last being seen in a boat in a pond on Storm Branch Road in Beach Island.
Divers searched for him until dark last night. They started again first thing this morning, and they found Dimitri Carter around 11 o'clock. The sheriff's office still investigating what happened there.
The South Carolina Highway Patrol needs to fill 72 positions, so they're offering more benefits for new hires. New recruits will get a $5,000 signing bonus. Plus, they say they're increasing pay based on experience.
This new sign-on bonus of $5,000 and new salary, starting salary, is going to greatly increase our chances of getting those applicants to apply and also stay with us.
The department is also offering a bonus of up to $10,000 to help recruit, so current employees have the chance to cash in if they can help fill out some of those empty positions. Coming up here first at 5, the 4th of July has come and gone, but you know what? The season of fireworks, as you might be able to tell, isn't over quite yet. One county taking action to make sure those loud booms are not happening in the middle of the night.
I still hear them in my neighborhood, and we still have some storms in the forecast heading our way this week. Have a look at the severe weather threat just after the break.
One topping pizzas for just $6.99 each. No one outpitches the hut.
The 4th of July was last week, but sometimes fireworks happen, I don't know, randomly on a Tuesday.
Anytime.
Just because the sun went down. The key thing to know, though, is when to set them off.
So over in Columbia, a council member in Richland County wants to make sure there's a law in place just to try to regulate fireworks when it's not the holidays. Chris Joseph shows us what that law might look like.
Fireworks are loud, but complaint phone calls to Richland County Councilman Derek Pugh may be louder.
You have people who fire fireworks all night long, 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, and it's becoming a problem. And so when we get these phone calls, it's our job to make sure that the ordinances that we put in place are conducive to making sure that our constituents are being safe and they feel like that we're actually working for them.
Pugh chaired a committee which is bringing forward an ordinance which would create new rules on the attraction. On non-holidays, loud fireworks wouldn't be allowed between 10 p.m. and 7 a.m. On July 4th and New Year's Eve, the rules change. No fireworks from 12:30 a.m. to 9 a.m. the following mornings. It spells out no aiming fireworks at people, animal, or structures. It would make firing them off within 600 feet of a school, hospital, or church illegal. And they can't be fired from motor vehicles, among other regulations. The ordinance has teeth. Violations would be civil penalties with fines up to $100. If a location has 3 violations in 6 months, it could become a public nuisance. A subsequent violation there could carry a fine of $1,000. Pugh says it's about caring for veterans and connected me with one of those concerned constituents.
They're not totally against fireworks. It's just the fact that, if they know it's the 4th of July or New Year's Eve, they can position themselves to be able to deal with it a little bit better. But just, hey, in the middle of the week, no specific holiday, it's 10 o'clock at night, and then somebody shoots off a firework that sounds like a bomb, it really takes them there.
The American Pyrotechnics Association sent a statement saying it does not lobby on local ordinances and encourages the public to know and obey local laws on fireworks. Attempts to get comment from local fireworks stores were unsuccessful. Reporting in Columbia, Chris Joseph, WIS News 10.
Their sheriff's department, by the way, responded to 41 fireworks-related incidents so far this year.
They added 22 more just this month alone, so it's a problem pretty much everywhere.
I think we all can agree on a holiday, fine.
Yeah.
3 o'clock in the morning in the middle of the week.
Alarming.
Yeah.
A bit alarming.
Just, yeah.
The pets don't like it either, do they?
No. Don't even get me started on that. All right, as we head into weather, we want to take a live look outside at I-20 and Riverwatch Parkway. There was some big bug that was trying to get on television a few minutes ago there.
Some random flyby. Some are down south where all the critters are a little larger.
There we go.
I think it's time to go spray the wasp nest up there, Riley, after you finish doing the weather.
Yeah, they're getting thick up there and definitely hanging around our camera more often now that we're getting into these summer months. On Doppler Max Radar this afternoon, looking a little bit more active for us. So we are expecting the chance for some rain to be in the forecast this evening and tonight. If you use your imagination a little bit, you can kind of see some counterclockwise spin in that shower activity. That's the area of low pressure that the National Hurricane Center is monitoring for future development this week. But since that center's close to shore, it's just not over open ocean, just not really going to have a great opportunity to develop. But it is still producing just kind of this banding of shower and thunderstorm activity. Most of this have stayed south of I-16, but now it is getting a little bit closer to our southern counties. So heads up, Wrightsville, you got some rain heading your way. Swainsboro, Millen, Sylvania, you'll be the first to tap into this wave, trying to hold together. Nothing's been able to really hold together all too well so far today, so not expecting anything too threatening this evening, but just watch out for some showers. We got some of those north of I-20 as well up towards the lake. And this pattern is going to be holding steady for the next several days. So we have high pressure sitting off the Atlantic coast. That's bringing us a southwest flow at the surface, bringing us that moisture off the Gulf of Mexico. And then this stalled front, since it's stalled, it's just not really going to go anywhere. So that's going to continue our high rain chances, not just tomorrow and Thursday, but for most days this week, even into the weekend as well. Overall, we should see generally between 2 to 3 inches of rain area-wide. It will be spaced out kind of day after day. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday are looking like our wettest days for the rest of the week, especially on Friday, to where we'll likely see some heavy rain and definitely a few spots. But for Wednesday and Thursday, the main concern is going to be maybe we do see some isolated flood alerts, especially for those flood-prone areas, and also some strong wind gusts could trigger a brief severe thunderstorm warning. But there's that wave pushing through this evening. You can see the model did a pretty good job, not really holding it together, but an isolated shower is possible this evening and tonight. Jumping ahead to tomorrow morning, maybe there is a morning shower for that commute, but it appears that better rain chance Wednesday would be around lunchtime into the afternoon hours. And the model definitely is hinting that some of these storms could turn strong at times. So watch out for that. Definitely stay weather aware. That shower and storm activity tomorrow likely will at least linger up until around sunset on Wednesday. Then the pattern just continues. Thursday and Friday, more scattered showers and thunderstorms. Those heavy downpours could definitely lead to some localized flooding in those flood-prone areas as we head past the weekend, back into the 90s by early next week.
All right, thanks for that, Riley. The James Webb Space Telescope has been in the works for more than 20 years with the promise of looking farther into space with even more detail than any other telescope ever before.
We are still amazed by these images like the one released here yesterday. Today, though, we're getting a look at even more images. The first one we want to show you, a deep field view of the galaxy cluster there. That was the one behind us, but notice how some of the galaxies around the cluster look kind of blurry and smeared. That is not the camera. It's as sharp as ever. But that's what happens when light moves through something so far and dense as all that space. Also incredible, the light from those galaxies. It took 13.1 billion years to reach the camera of the telescope.
Okay, I cannot even wrap my head around this, but this is a side-by-side image of the Southern Ring Nebula. Each image was taken using a different type of infrared camera revealing different colors. In the image on the right, a layer of dust was removed, revealing 2 stars instead of 1. Now, scientists have always known there were 2. That was the first time they could see it, though.
And this is the famous cluster here, Stephan's Quintet, 5 distant galaxies, now shown by Webb in extraordinary detail. But this group of galaxies might be familiar. You know, It's a Wonderful Life, the movie. The angels in the beginning come from those galaxies.
Okay, this one was released today. It's of the incredible Carina Nebula. It was taken in amazing detail. This, by the way, is the birthplace of thousands of stars. The Webb telescope was even able to capture stars at different stages in their life cycle. I mean, this is mind-blowing.
That image looks fake. It's so amazing. But that's what's coming out. And these are just the beginning of the pictures we're going to see.
And I mean, you were talking about billions of years away. What? I mean, it's almost impossible to describe what we're looking at.
It really is hard to imagine.
Yeah.
If you read deeper into it, the image here is just the size of like a grain of sand.
Right.
So you're looking at a very small piece of the sky here. multiply that by the whole sky, it's just mind.
Right, apparently thousands of galaxies. Not one galaxy, thousands of galaxies.
We could talk more, but they're hurrying us on because you can see those pictures on our website if you want to check it out.
Every week here on News 12, we introduce you to a child in Georgia in need of a home. Well, this week, we want you to meet Aiden when we come back.
The Live Vikings. We'll have a look at your forecast again just after the break.
Hey guys, I'm Anna Christina and I'm here with the owner of Roof Savers, Russell Beckham. And Russell, we've talked about how roof rejuvenation can save someone up to 85% of what it would cost them to get a full replacement. But break down again what it is and how it works.
Absolutely. The process of roof rejuvenation is reintroducing the protective qualities to asphalt shingles, bringing back the flexibility, also sealing down the granular layer, which is very important because the granular layer is what protects your shingles, and the longer they're down, the longer your shingles last. Also, adding resistance to hail damage is very important.
Absolutely. So they can extend the life of your roof from 5 up to even 15 years. So why is it important for people not to wait?
Maintenance is key in anything. If you take care of what you have, the longer it lasts. Your roof is no different. One application can extend the life of your roof for 5 years, and this can be repeated up to 3 times, so you can get an additional 15 years of your life expectancy out of your roof.
And you can call today to get a free consultation and see if your roof qualifies, but don't just take it from us. Take a listen to one of our happy customers.
I was very impressed with the studies, and especially with the Greener Shingles product that you use. The studies were done, I believe, at Ohio State University that showed it very effective to put the oils back in the roof that asphalt tends to lose over time with sun exposure. And it basically makes them function like they were as flexible as they were when they were new. That convinced me that it was a good product, and I was convinced to do it, and then the professionalism of the company, we went with it, and we're very happy.
If you think it may be time to replace your roof, give Roof Savers a call first and see if roof rejuvenation will work for you. Save your roof and save money. Call the number you see on the screen right now.
You can check us out online at myroofsavers.com.
Go back to Dopplermax radar. We are tracking just this wave of showers and thunderstorms now approaching I-16. So this is going to be getting close to our southern counties here over the next hour or so. Just light rain north of I-20. Those are moving generally west to east for us here in Augusta. We do have some light rain just outside the city. Cannot rule out that maybe we do see an isolated shower as we head later into this evening and tonight. Rain chances do look to be higher though over the next several days. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, even into the weekend, we are expecting at least scattered showers and thunderstorms. So make sure you do have that umbrella close by for the rest of the week. But luckily with the higher rain chances, we are going to say goodbye to the 90s, upper 80s the next couple of afternoons, mid 80s by Friday. Even into the weekend, we should stay below that 90-degree mark, but back to the heat by next week.
Georgia's Attorney General in the area today trying to focus on gangs. We talked to him on how he plans to tackle that problem.